Coming up on News Valdosta, we have news on the upcoming Georgia Municipal Association annual meeting.
And find out what police officers discovered during a traffic stop.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Caleb Scott.
And I'm Kiera Watson. The Georgia Municipal Association's annual meeting is coming up, and some local officials will take in new roles in the organization. The mayor of Valdosta, John Gale, and city manager Larry Hanson will be serving as board of directors for the association. The annual meeting will take place in Savannah on Monday. The Georgia Municipal Association provides legislative, educational, and technical assistance to 520 member cities in the state of Georgia.
Lowndes High has just been fined by the Georgia High School Association. A complaint filed by a parent with the GHSA says there was a lack of supervision of community coaches by the high school. LHA officials reportedly admitted to leaving community coaches without the proper education supervision. The parent also made complaints on the lack of African American students on the varsity cheerleading team. The accusations are under review by the U.S. Department of Education and Georgia Professional Standards Commission.
Valdosta State University is investing in 24 innovative practices, programs, and projects to improve the teaching, services, and support of its students with the new fiscal year 2017 Innovation Fund. In the fall of 2015, VSU announced the formation of a new innovation fund through which the university would further address recruitment, student success, retention, and graduation rates. The rewarded funds will be available after July 1st, which marks the beginning of the fiscal budget year for 2017.
We have a report of an incident occurring on I-75. Evan Cockerham reports from the Valdosta Police Department with the details.
I'm at the Valdosta Police Department where officials are reporting an incident that occurred this past Wednesday. Officials say that at around 3:15 in the afternoon, an interstate criminal enforcement deputy stopped a vehicle driving on I-75 with illegal tinted windows. The driver and passenger spoke with the deputy, telling him that they were traveling from Chicago. The deputy noticed strange and nervous behavior from the driver and passenger while speaking to them. The pair agreed to have their vehicle searched and, while doing so, the deputies located 17 financial cards. The cards were encoded with banking information which differed from that of the on-face card, and most likely stolen. The two men were placed under arrest and taken to the Lowndes County Jail. The two men are facing forgery and financial transaction charges. I'm Evan Cockerham from News Valdosta. Back to y'all at the studio.
When we return, we'll tell you more about the July 4th Fireworks Spectacular.
And changes to VSU Student Recreation Group fitness hours.
"7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Here, we are a community of 11,000 individual stories.
A place where all doors are open.
Your home away from home.
Where you will make lifelong connections.
And you will never feel invisible.
Here, you will write it,
research it, sing it,
broadcast it, share it, serve it,
teach it, nurture, and own it.
VSU, over 100 majors, championship athletics, and just far enough away from home. Find out what VSU can do for you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Cemetery maintenance is often overlooked. Thankfully, a local Valdosta man wants to improve the care of veteran grave sites. Dwayne Roark believes he can help tend to the poor conditions of the veteran graves at Sunset Hill, along with a group of other concerned military members about 3 or 4 times a year. Roark says he would call the group Friends of Sunset Hill Cemetery, and they would care for the veteran graves that have no caretakers. Roark hopes to put his plan into action before the 4th of July holiday.
Traditional universities don't have to be the only option to obtain your degree. The new Palmetto School of Career Development can help you accelerate your education and take the first steps to planning your career. News Valdosta reporter Raven Poole has more on this job training alternative.
Word is spreading, demand is increasing, and Valdosta's Palmetto School of Career Development is growing steadily. The state-authorized, veteran-owned, and operated entry-level career school goal is to create a quality alternative to technical schools and universities.
Be ready to work. It's very fast-paced, and it's a quick program. With the program here, it's 12 weeks, as opposed to having to go through all of the base classes that you would have to do at the university. Puts everything together in a short period of time and gets you ready to go and out in the pharmacy.
Palmetto now offers some of the most affordable career options that can be obtained in the least amount of time. They have plans to expand both their curriculum and locations. They will likely be in 7 states with about 30 locations within the next few years.
I help them find jobs once they graduate and build their resume, work on their interview skills. We want to make sure they're successful, because if they're not successful, we're not successful. Make sure that your interview skills are up to date and that you know how to communicate with people. Don't drop by your resume. Make sure you email it. Make sure that you're there on time for your interview and that you know exactly about the company that you're interviewing for. I love when they get hired. I love when they call me back and say they love their work and they're thankful for our school.
Palmetto contributes to so many jobs to the economy by providing hands-on experience and professional development that transforms so many students into successful professionals. For News Valdosta, I'm Raven Poole.
Barnes Healthcare Services is preparing to sponsor its 100-year 8th annual 5K. The run will support Alzheimer Caregiver Timeout. The ACTO is an organization that provides care for Alzheimer patients and their families. The event will be held on Saturday, July 16th and will begin at 7:30 a.m. It will begin and end at Barnes Drug Store downtown. Registration is now open for the run.
Valdosta is getting ready for one of the biggest fireworks displays in South Georgia. The Independence Day Fireworks Spectacular will be held on Monday, July 4th at around 9:15 p.m. The fireworks will be presented by the Valdosta Lowndes County Parks and Recreation Authority. The best locations to see the fireworks are between the exits 16 and 18 of I-75 on the Valdosta Mall side of the road.
The Valdosta Chamber of Commerce ambassadors announced Valdosta Chiropractic and Rehab as the leading business of the week. The Leading Business of the Week program recognizes members that have been partnered with the Chamber for at least 5 years. Valdosta Chiropractic and Rehab have been a member of the Chamber for 6 years, and the Chamber helped the business grow in Valdosta.
Earlier this week, we took a look at the group fitness classes that VSU Students Recreation Center offers. Today, we have an update to the hours that the classes are offered. News Valdosta reporter David Johnson has more.
Valdosta State University Student Recreation Center offers free fitness classes for currently enrolled students. The classes include spin, cardio, and full body workouts. The current hours are Monday through Thursday, 3 to 8 p.m. However, new hours have been approved for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so students can now get those classes on the weekend.
Monday through Thursday, we teach from 3 to about 7. Our latest class starts at 7. And we are starting weekend hours, and on the weekends, on Fridays, I believe it's 3 to 6. And Saturdays 12 to 3, and Sundays are 5 to 6.
The current group fitness hours are Monday through Thursday, with the first session starting at 3 p.m. and ending at 8 p.m. Each session lasts for 1 hour. While these hours may work for some students, not all students can make it to a fitness class during the week. Staff at the Student Recreation Center are hopeful that the new hours will be more accessible to students and make them want to come work out. The new hours are a permanent change that will start today and continue into the fall semester. One student told me that the weekend classes are appealing to her because it will help her blow off steam from her schoolwork.
It's a great stress reliever, and around the time that they have the classes on the weekends, that's the time I go to the gym anyways, so it's pretty perfect for me.
For some students, it's hard to balance their class schedule and working out. These new weekend hours offer those students an opportunity to get fit without interfering with their studies. For News Valdosta, I'm David Johnson.
We're going to take a short break, but when we get back, we'll take a look at the forecast weather with weather anchor Candace Adams.
So stay tuned.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather with Candace Adams. Candace, what's in the forecast?
Today's weather is hot. We've been expecting a high of 97 degrees, but with the humidity, that's going to feel like 100 degrees. And we have a 0% chance of rain. So you might want to wear something cool and try to stay in the shade. Tonight, weather gets a little cooler with a low of 71 degrees and still a 0% chance of rain. Tomorrow's weather will be mostly sunny with a whopping 99 degrees and 0% chance of rain. So the local city pool might be a great place to hang out tomorrow. And remember to wear cool clothes and stay hydrated. Today's UV index is extreme, standing at a level of 11.3. Before stepping outside, make sure you grab your sunscreen and UV blocking shades. With an extreme UV index such as this one, it may cause harmful risk for unprotected sun exposure. Today's pollen count is at a low-medium level of 3.4 on our 10-point scale. The top allergens are grasses and plantains. Well, that's all I have for the weather. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Candace. When we get back, we'll take a look at the sports report with Sierra Aldridge Moore.
So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Kids. We may never figure them out. But finding quality childcare doesn't have to be a mystery. Quality Rated Childcare is a tool that rates Georgia programs so you can feel more confident about your choice. Visit qualityrated.org.
Welcome back.
Now let's check in with Sierra Aldridge Moore for our local sports report. Sierra?
Coaches want the best for their players, and new Valdosta High School head coach Alan Rodemaker is no different. Coach Rodemaker confirmed that things will be different for the team under his first year of leadership. Valdosta continues to have one of the most complicated playbooks in the GHSA. 10 players will now be playing both offense and defense. Time will tell how these changes will help the team continue to progress. Lanier County coach Carl Parker and Valwood coach Ashley Henderson will be working together for a series of summer workouts. Every Thursday, the two teams will team up to push each other to be a better team. The goal is to get the two teams to compete harder and while practicing with each other. South Georgia Golf Promotions has announced the Hoot Owl Amateur Tour. The golf tour will begin July 9th in Georgia and Florida. Events will be throughout July up to October. All events are open to amateur male golfers 21 and older, and prizes will be awarded to the top 3 places for weekday events. And that's our Valdosta Sports Report. Let's go back to the news desk.
When we come back, information on Zeta Phi Beta sorority fundraiser.
Find out more when we return to News Valdosta.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where the ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
A local Valdosta woman is set to appear on NBC's Today Show on Monday to talk about her health improved after losing weight. 61-year-old Patsy Castine will talk about how she lost 100 pounds in 2 years. Castine joined the Take Off Pounds Sensibly Club when she weighed 264 pounds. Castine said all her heart issues and knee problems went away after losing weight. On Monday, Castine will talk during the Joy Bauer Club segment of the Today Show.
VSU's Zeta Phi Beta sorority recently had a fundraiser at a popular store in Valdosta. With more on this story, here's News Valdosta reporter Mikhail Keys.
With yesterday marking the beginning of summer, the sorority Zeta Phi Beta has decided to cool down the community with a fundraiser at the Mix.
The Mix is located on 1803 Jerry Jones Drive. The Alpha Theta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta sorority hosted a fundraiser at the Mix due to its popularity among the community during summer. At the event, residents enjoyed their dessert and learned more about the fundraiser along with its members.
The reason why we're doing the fundraiser today is to basically raise money for March of Dimes, which is one of our philanthropies. We do a lot of things with them as far as March of Babies, and we volunteer with them throughout the year nationally and locally through other organizations that are associated with March of Dimes.
March of Dimes is a nonprofit organization that works to improve the health of mothers and babies from polio to prematurity. With summer temperatures rising by the day, business looks good as 10% of the earnings today went toward the foundation.
Very good place to come during the summer because it's a good place to cool off. There's very good socializing in here, and it's very quaint where it is because all the college and sororities are nearby, and plus you get a college discount. It's very popular, and since I've been working here, I can see that it is grown largely. Like, it's huge compared to what it was before.
With proceeds going towards a good cause, there's no better way to cool down your day than with a cold treat at the Mix. For News Valdosta, I'm Mikhail Keys.
Are you looking to improve your reading skills? If so, Valdosta State University's Continuing Education Department is offering classes to help you. The classes are available to children and adults. The children's courses teach how to recognize sight words, learn phonics, and recognize letters. The upper-level courses are aimed at increasing comprehension, note-taking, and studying. Classes will run from July 23rd to August 20th. Classes' size are limited.
Bart Adam Young and his band, the Lost Southern Boys, are coming back to South Georgia for the Bed Bob Memorial Concert at Rascals off Highway 41 North this Saturday night. The concert is for Bob Miller, the last Southern Boys bass player and vocalist who passed away last summer. According to lead guitarist and vocalist Luke Smith, the concert is set to support an education fund for Miller's daughter.
Valdosta State's Alpha Phi Omega fraternity will have a car wash fundraiser this weekend located on 2612 Bemis Road. The fundraiser will be tomorrow, starting at noon and ending at 3 p.m. The community is invited to attend and get their cars washed. Refreshments will be offered while waiting for your car to get washed.
That's it for our program today. Thank you for watching News Valdosta. I'm Kiara Watson.
And I'm Caleb Scott. We'll have you on Monday. Have a great weekend.